First thing we're going to do is use the planer to plane it down an 1/8 inch. So you should have planed your board down 5/8 now, and you're going to pick a template. It's best if you can pair up with somebody so that you can use less material, be a little bit more frugal. So if you flip your templates around to use the most space on the board, it's oftentimes better depending on what wood your instructor has. Also, I didn't talk about it, but make sure you're using plywood. If you use a straight wood or a soft wood or something like that, you have a lot of strength right in this place. And if you're pushing through and that cracks right across there because the grain goes that direction or whatever, you're going to be in a world of hurt. So it's best if you do this project out of some type of plywood that's strong enough. The more grain, the more layers, the better. So once you have your template, you're going to lay it out. I'm going to redo this one. The design of the circle, I don't feel like it perfectly fits my hand here, so I'm going to better match the angle of the back of the push stick. So I'm going to change this up. I'm also going to pull it as far as I can towards the edge of the material. If I put it out here in the middle, I'm obviously wasting all that extra material. So I'm going to move it over to the side so that I don't have to cut as much and somebody else can use the other spot. Oftentimes when you're going to trace this out, students will get a permanent marker or a pen, but the problem with the permanent marker is when you trace, it will leave a very, very dark line that will bleed. And so you'll look at your template, and after you use a permanent marker, you've got an 1/8 inch wide line. That 1/8 inch wide line is really hard to match to when you're cutting. Pen is pretty nice. The problem with a pen is it doesn't erase. So if anything is going to be visible when you're done with your project, you don't want to use a pen because there's no way to get it off without sanding through it. Pencil is still the best. A nice sharp pencil is going to be your best option for tracing this out. So one of the next things we're going to do first, we're going to drill a hole here and here, because we could use a jigsaw or a scroll saw to cut this out, but it's going to leave a circle that's not quite perfect. So we're going to find the exact center of this, drill those holes first, and same with this radius here, and then we have the perfect radius, and then we can just match the line with our jigsaw when we cut this out. So to find the center, we have a 1.25 inch circle, so that means we need to come in 5/8 to find the center. So I'm going to mark in 5/8 of an inch from both directions. On this template, it has the same thing where you have a radius here and you need to find the center. So you're going to measure up 5/8 of an inch, and then you're going to find the center. Wherever you've measured out 5/8, you'll find the center of the spot. Even if this is a little bit more, if this is 1.5 inches, you're going to find the center, which is 3/4, and you'll mark that. Once you have that same center point, you're going to go get your 1.25 inch drill, and you're going to drill that, and then you'll match your pencil line to it. Once you're set up for the drill press, we need to make sure that your drill bit doesn't go completely through. If it goes completely through, it'll do a tear out on the bottom side. So I have this one set already. You bring it down till the tip just goes past the edge of your tabletop. So generally you'll have a hole or an insert that you can put in here. So the tip is going to go past just a little bit, and that allows me to see where the bit's going to come out on the other side, and allows me to flip the board out over without getting tear out. So I have that set up. The tip is just going past. Have your instructor help you if you don't know how to set that up. And I have my center points marked. I don't have to be completely consistent with where I go in here, because I'll match my lines afterwards. If the bit moves or wanders a little bit, I can come back through and I'll match these lines to wherever I drilled. So we're going to change this up just a little bit when I actually go through with this.